Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, and welcome to Command Power, the show in which we discuss all things Magic the Gathering with a focus on Commander. And today we have a brand new episode in our card Spotlight series in which I look at a card that I feel is underplayed or underappreciated in Commander and discuss its merits. But before we do that, just a quick reminder to please click subscribe if you enjoy these videos. It's the only way the YouTube algorithm really notices me, and we're currently growing the channel and it helps me a lot. Much appreciated. And today we're talking about Nissa Ascended Animist. For 3 colors, 2 green, and 2 Phyrexian green, she's a legendary planeswalker Nissa with 7 starting loyalty and completed, which means that for each green pip that you pay life for, she's going to come in with 2 fewer loyalty. So she can come in with 5 loyalty or 3 loyalty depending on how you're paying for this. And then she has a plus ability that says create an XX green Phyrexian horror creature token where X is Nissa Ascended Animist's loyalty. Wow, that was difficult to say. Took a few takes. -1, destroy target artifact or enchantment, and -7 until end of turn, creatures you control get +1/+1 for each forest you control and gain trample. So this is another monocolor payoff planeswalker, which are pretty nice. I really like those that encourage you to put them in a monocolor deck. The +1 is obviously very, very good if you play it for 7 mana, which you probably won't most of the time, but if you do, you're getting an 8/8 creature token, which obviously is insane. Great protection for the planeswalker. If you pay it for 6 mana, you're getting a 6/6, which is again really nice, and if you pay it for 5 mana, you're getting a 4/4, which is probably still pretty good and probably still good enough to keep her protected for a turn. So obviously the main play you want to be doing with this is to keep making those tokens turn after turn. It means that even if they remove Nissa, you've got something pretty good out of her. To be honest, her +1 and -1 ability both guarantee a 2-for-1 basically no matter what you do. The -1 is going to destroy an artifact or enchantment, which is a fantastic ability on a planeswalker in Commander. Artifacts and enchantments are some of the most difficult and problematic cards in Commander to deal with and can cause you a lot of headaches, so being able to remove them and still keep your planeswalker around is very, very valuable. They're going to have to dedicate resources to kill this, and even if they do, you've killed one of their things, so it's likely a 2-for-1. It's very nice. And then we also have a -7 that is just a finisher. So the -7 is essentially a very big overrun effect. It's probably going to be given something like +7/+7 if you're playing it in a mono green deck, which is obviously incredible and should finish a game if you have any kind of board. It's basically a Craterhoof Behemoth kind of effect on a small board. On a bigger board, it's not quite as good as Craterhoof, but +7/+7 and trample should still be enough to finish the game if you have a big board. Basically, whenever you're activating that ability, they either have to have some instant speed, Cyclonic Rift shenanigans or something like that, or you're just gonna win the game. And that's why I'm so high on this planeswalker. Yes, it does cost a lot of mana and a lot of life if you pay it like that, but it also is very, very flexible, and it just does something in every kind of different board state. If they don't have anything particularly threatening, this just makes a big creature every turn and builds up your board. If you top deck this on an empty board, it's fantastic. If you play it when they have a bunch of threatening artifacts or enchantments, which is also quite likely, then you can just get rid of one of them immediately and threaten to get rid of another one next turn, and just so on and so forth. And if you top deck this when you have a full board and you're trying to close out the game, it just wins you the game on the spot. So it's just very, very good. All 3 modes are incredibly flexible and good at different times, which is what you like to see on a planeswalker. So I'm convinced this is going to be really good in Commander, and not only in mono green decks, although that's how you get the most out of the last ability. So there you have it. That has been our card spotlight for today. What are your thoughts on this card? Let me know in the comments section below. I read all comments and respond to all of them too. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like or subscribe. It really helps the channel. And until next time, take care. Woo!